Welcome to the channel, guys. We're doing technical analysis on BBIG stock. BBIG has been very volatile, and I've seen and myself actually made some money off of it, doing some options as well, because the stock price is fluctuating so much that you can actually go for a near closing contract and make some money off of that. So let's do some technical analysis and see whether this is a stock they should be investing in as your portfolio stock or hot stock, or however you want to look at it, maybe a 1 day play or 2 days play or week play. So we're going to take a look at some of the indicators and see whether this is the right opportunity for you to get in. Right now, the stock sits at about, as of closing business day on February 4th, it closed at $3.17. So we're going to do some very first thing that I like to add on the technical analysis is the moving averages. And for the moving averages, I tend to use 20 periods, 50 periods, and 200 periods. And what that gives me is that last 20 days, how is this performing? And last 50 days, how is it performing? And then how is it performing from last 200 days? Because I'm on a daily chart. I'm not a day trader, so I don't really look at the 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 30 minutes charts. I tend to look at daily charts. So in this case, as you can see that from the last 20 days perspective, it was up on 2021, which is in September, but from then onwards, it's going down. And it started to pick up just a little bit here, if you notice. But however, if you see the 50 moving averages, it is down, and it sort of looked like it's gonna pick up. However, if you see the 200 days moving average, which means that from last 200 days, how is the price performing? You can clearly see it is on like a steady pace at $4.15, right? And if you were a long-term investor, I could see that potentially it could go up to $4 in near future, but I don't think it's gonna hit anywhere, $5 or $12 in the near future. So that's for the moving averages. Let's look at MACD. What is the buying pressure on this on daily basis? Even MACD, it's not, even if you look at the MACD part, it's sort of going down. I don't think it seems to be trending up, but again, this changes on daily basis. So, which means that how much buying pressure or how many people are selling it. For example, RSI is the relative sale index that we have here. RSI, it's being oversold, overbought in 2022, January 18, 2022. But from then onwards, it's like a steady slope. Anything above 50 it's great. Anything below 50, which means that this is definitely a downtrend. And if you add the Scotch RSI, this is like overall relative index average. And looking at this is, if anything is below 20, which means that there's a massive selling going on right here, right? So which means that you don't want this number to be below 20. You always wanted the number to be a little higher. So which means if you were to invest in this right now, you have the opportunity to actually buy this dip. If it was to go down a little further, you could actually pick this up, and maybe in a few days you can make up a decent money. So from these indicators, looks like this is something to be looked into if you're investing in. Look at the institutional holdings. These are the institutional people, like all the banks, investment banks. They own 13% of the stock. And from the last activity, they have increased their position by 15 mil. And they only sold, they're holding on to 2 mil, which is like 17 mil. But so they have increased their position by 2.5 million, and they only sold 391. So which means that this stock, it's not going to go to zero. All right, put it that way. If you have institutional banking, people buying it, and the positions have increased, which means they are anticipating the stock to go up, right? Because they're looking, when institutional bankings invest, they look at the 200 moving averages, all right? Usually they don't look at the daily ones, because mostly they try to go for the long term. Right now they know this is in a free fall, but again, this stock is going to pick up, and that's an indicator that 200 moving average is still steady. So I think it's a good stock if you're trying to buy it. Again, this is my quick analysis, and hope you guys liked it. I like to make these short videos for you guys, so you guys could quickly see if any stock is coming up that you want to buy. So if you like the video, please hit like button and subscribe to the channel, as I'll be posting more videos like this. Thank you.